Bharat Ratna Awadi, the missile man of India, India's most favorite president. Who else would it be? Yes, APJ Abdul Kalam. In the next 3 minutes, we are going to tell you about his successes and some failures which will prove why it's practically impossible to hate APJ Abdul Kalam. If you are also a fan of this rock star, just like us, then don't forget to watch the video till the end.
Did you all know? Kalam sir's life started with a failure. His father was a boatman. His family was poor, but Kalam sir always wanted to fly. He wanted to be a fighter pilot. In the exam, where only 8 people could qualify, Kalam sir got the 9th place. But this failure was actually very important for India's overall success. Because if he wouldn't have failed, he would have never joined ISRO.
Kalam sir was the director of India's first satellite launch vehicle. The Agni and Prithvi missiles are his gift to India. Kalam sir's work was important to India's nuclear mission. People said he was so busy in his work that he never paid attention to what clothes he used to wear.
In 1970s, Satish Dhawan sir called him and said that the Prime Minister wants to meet you. Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister at that time. Kalam sir said, "How can I meet the Prime Minister like this? I mean, look at me, I'm not dressed right." Dhawan sir replied, "Your success defines you, not your clothes," and that's true.
In 2002, he became the 11th President of India. How he became the President is also very interesting. Congress and BJP, both the parties, supported him. Can you even believe that? Another fact is the President Dr. Kalam didn't take any salary. He donated his entire salary to Indian villages so that they could be developed.
Kalam sir was a devout and a proud Muslim who respected his religion. Along with this, he also learned Sanskrit. He also read the Bhagavad Gita. He also played Veena because he believed in the idea of syncretism.
India's language, cultures, and religion are like different colors. These taken together are India's pride. That's why it is impossible to hate a leader who wanted to keep India in sync.
Kalam never married nor have any kids, but he had adopted the youth of the country. Going to colleges and interacting with the students was his passion.
He was once asked, "How would you like to be remembered? As a president, scientist, or a teacher?" He replied, "First as a teacher and then anything else." Because he believed that only 3 people could change India: a mother, a father, and a teacher. A mother can provide valued education. A father can discipline and teach a child. And a teacher can point the student to the right path.
It's just impossible to hate this guy who gave a simple formula to build his nation. We are saying that it's impossible to hate him, but actually that's not true, because in 1989, when the Agni launch failed, the media made fun of him.
People had begun to doubt his capabilities as well. He was heavily criticized then. But that period was forgotten very soon because Agni missile was successfully launched the very next month. Kalam sir celebrated the success of Agni missile launch by planting 1 lakh saplings all across the country.
Today, these missiles protect Indian border. Kalam sir, the hero, an icon, a legend, passed away in 2015. He was giving a speech to college students in Shillong.
He passed away doing what he loved. He fights constantly against multiple failures, dreams of changing the flaws while staying in the system, and that's someone who stays positive till his last breath. Then yes, it's impossible to hate Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Food for the thought. We study our colonization 3 times in our history, twice about foreign invaders, but we don't even study once about how India was made from the scratch. People like Kalam sir were the people who gave India a new identity. On this day, let's pause 1 minute and think. Can we learn anything from his initial failure and eventual success? Can we sing with his open views about religion? If he can earn this reputation on the strength of his work, If he can rise above petty politics, then of course we can also aim to rise above as well. We don't have Kalam sir with us right now, but if we learn something from his life, then it's possible to keep him and his ideas alive. Then it's possible to dream of a new India. And maybe, just maybe, it's possible to prove that yes, we love Kalam sir.